Welcome back to the Nightside Year in Review. John Downs and Barb DiGiulio. And John, right now we're going to take the conversation to a little bit more of a feminine lesson here.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Well, I think your girlfriend will get some good lessons out of this because I have some issues with what we're going to be talking about next. We are joined right now by Lisa Delorme. She's a co-founder and CEO of a company called Rent, Frock, Repeat. First of all, welcome to the show, Lisa.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us. And, I've been telling John, it's funny when your story came across our desk, I said to John, this is what I need because I MC a lot of events every year, mostly charity events, and I really need one-of-a-kind pieces. And it gets very expensive, too, when I'm looking to buy a different dress for every occasion. A lot of time it can be the same audience at different events. So you want to switch it up a little and not wear the same black dress all the time. So tell us a bit about what your company does.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. We buy designer dresses just like most retailers would do. But instead of selling them to ladies to have them just sit in their closet collecting dust after they've been out that one night, we rent them so that they can wear something fabulous for a night for, 15 to 17% of the retail cost, and then send it back to us so we can take care of dry cleaning and putting it back in the closet and having it ready for the next woman that wants to really enjoy the dress.
Now, that sounds very, very practical. However, when it comes to the women closest to me in my life,
easy.
The idea of buying a dress that you wear a handful of times, it seems, before you hand it off, just doesn't seem very practical. So how is this going? I mean, do you have to convince women to, look, there's nothing wrong with renting?
We weren't sure at first. We were the first to do it in Canada on such a great scale. We're a full e-commerce site. So we weren't sure ourselves. We thought, is this going to work? And now we have over 54,000 members across Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're growing by 1,000 members a month. So, we have women that have joined have said, I can't wait to use the service. I'm waiting for that special occasion. And we've had women that have used us, 15 times already since we opened our doors in 2011. So, if I had a nickel for every time I heard, oh my God, this is such a great idea. Men have been renting tuxedos forever. Why can't I? I can't believe this didn't exist before now. We would have already made our kabillions of dollars. But so women seem to be responding really well.
Take us through the process of how someone would go about renting a dress from you.
Yeah, so a couple of ways they can do that. They can log on to the site. Like I said, it's a full e-commerce site. So they literally can go on, find a dress they love, and we actually send it in a second size to try to ensure fit. We know that might not necessarily do it, yeah, but we also shoot it on different size models. So, we'll show it on somebody who's, 5'2" and maybe on a smaller side to 5'7", a little heavier. So anything from, a size 12 to a size 24 we have on the site. So women can really get a sense of how that dress is going to fit. They order, like I said, the two sizes, tell us what date they want the dress to arrive, and we recommend 2 days before their event because they get the dress for 4 days. We make sure it arrives on time. They wear it. We send them a prepackaged envelope, or a prepaid envelope, I should say. They fold it up, put it into the package, put it back into Canada Post, send it back to us, and we take care of dry cleaning. So the service aspect to it, after women have used it, said, as much as I love the idea of being able to wear a fabulous dress, I can't believe how easy the service is to use. And we also have a showroom in Toronto, and we're expanding. We'll have another showroom in Ottawa in the new year. So women can also come in for a private fitting if they're close to a showroom, build up their wish list. So for you, Barb, if you had 7 events coming up, you couldn't come in every time. We would make sure that you're completely outfitted and we'd say, here are 10 that we know fit that you tried on. They're on your personal wish list. That way, when you have an event, you just go to the wish list and go, yep, I knew this one fit. I'm going to order that one. We'll send it directly to you wherever you are in Canada.
Do you know how much time you would save?
Oh, I love this idea.
You have very few stories to share with me about walking around the mall and looking for places
not
to check
only
out.
that, I've got to tell Lisa about my great story because I'm always trying to find a dress that nobody else is going to have, which is difficult to do. One year, I thought, okay, I'm going to splurge. I found a beautiful dress at BCBG. And I spent a fortune on it, and I was emceeing this event, and there was another woman there with the same dress on.
Yeah. Barb, well, what's great is we know when women are wearing the dress, and we know in most cases they'll tell us what event they're going to. So the nice part about the service is even if we don't know, if we see the dress going out to the same city for the same weekend, we'll actually email everybody and ask them where they're going. So you don't have to worry about that going forward. It's part of the service.
So proactive.
It's amazing. What would be a typical cost for something like this?
I would say on average, the average cost is about $125, but we have dresses that rent from anything from $50 for 4 days up to $295 to $300. It just depends on the retail cost of the dress. We find most of the ones that women are looking for, they tend to retail between the $600 to $900. So it's something that maybe you think, I wouldn't necessarily put out that money, but for $125, my God, that looks amazing. The fit is great. And as much as we talk about designer labels, we want to make sure that it's all about the quality of the craftsmanship. So we make sure they really are designer level dresses, not just labels.
So it's comparable or less than a tux and way less work.
Absolutely. And what's great is, you can really, you talked about, Barb, about that little black dress, and trying to accessorize it in different ways. And maybe you always thought, geez, I'd love to do that red one, but am I going to get a second wear, or can I pull that off? And we say what's nice is renting allows you to kind of be a different person for that night, too. You can try the red or the sequins or the gown and not have to worry about it because it's coming back to us. So no more buyer's remorse. You
have a couple of different interesting options for people. So let's talk about some of the services you offer. One of them, well, I think you went over the private fitting, but you will hold a private fitting party.
Absolutely. So sometimes we have, it might be bridesmaids that are coming in. So the bride says, I don't care what dress they wear as long as it's this color. So they'll come in and we'll try to make the theme work for them. It might be girls that are going out to, a birthday party they're celebrating. So they're coming in to find something special to wear for the night. Or they're just all getting outfitted for the holidays. So they all have different parties to go to. So they come in as a group. We supply cupcakes and, just make it a fun environment. But they each get their own private stylist to work with. And really, it's about building up their wish list.
I'm going to ask a question to both of you.
Sure.
It's a hardball one.
All right.
Are you not a bit of a fraud if you're renting as opposed to owning, because people just assume, oh, that's part of her wardrobe?
Well, I will say that the response that we've had, and I think even from, we've done very little marketing, and our growth, according to our database, the growth, 40% of our new members come from word of mouth. So women say, as soon as they ask, they'll walk into a party. Of course, we're a topic of conversation. Oh my God, I love your dress. Where did you get it? And they're telling people, you would not believe. They're saying, you have no idea. There's a new service. I rented this. Isn't it incredible? We always love a good deal. As from a women's perspective, we like to share when we have a good deal. So they've been spreading the word and
they're
actually
bragging.
handing out our business cards.
That's great. And you know what I would say to John's question is, the more money I've spent on a dress, the fewer times I've worn it again.
Yeah.
So you might as well spend a fraction of the cost, because the more unique a dress is, you only really ever want to be seen in it once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's so much more that goes with that too. I think people are spreading the word, not only because they feel smart about what they've done, but, I think we're just getting to that age that people understand, I want less stuff, and it's our tagline, less stuff, more life. We want to share. We understand that we don't have to own everything these days. We're in Uber cars and we're sharing, and we're staying at other people's places with Airbnb. The collaborative consumption movement's really, really, really taking a grasp on everybody, and everybody's really liking that. It's not having an impact on our landfills as well. So we're using less stuff, but everybody's enjoying more fabulous products or services.
Closet space is at a premium, I think, for everybody these days. But let me ask you, Lisa, drop some names. Go ahead. It's a good opportunity as far as designers go.
Yeah, we do everything from Badgley Mishka that you would actually see on the red carpet to people like Camilla and Mark out of Australia. So we're introducing new designers to Canada as well that maybe people haven't seen. And we love supporting our local designers as well. We have David Dixon dresses, Jay Godfrey, who's now in the U.S. now, but was out of Montreal to begin with. So we have really a broad range of things that we're carrying that people are really liking. Nicole Miller. So things that you'd be used to, but also some really great new introductions of people that are showing at New York Fashion Week that are just cutting edge as well.
So maybe give us the options again and let us know how people can find out more about this.
Mm-hmm. So the first thing I would encourage people to do is to go to www.rentfrockrepeat.com. They can actually see all the dresses online, get an idea of cost, how it works, and get all of those details. They can also email us at info@rentfrockrepeat.com to set up an appointment, ask more questions. There's a few different ways, or they can call us at 416-269-6374.
And where is your showroom in Toronto?
It's in the Roncesvalles area. It's 35 Golden Avenue.
Well, this has been great. And you know what? I can't wait to go check out the website. And I'll probably be making a visit down there at some point soon.
Yeah, I think got a new spokesperson.
Yeah. I think this is a terrific solution for women. Lisa, thank you so much for this. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks so much.